Hey all, Kate here from the Emerald Minecart, and welcome to another top 7 video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but hey, today we are going to be talking about the top 7 items that Youtooz should make. Now, do note, this is my own list, and obviously I doubt Youtooz would do all of these, or even some of these. But hey, again, this video is just made for fun, and is just giving Youtooz some possibilities of possible merch items they can make in the future. So, before I continue on, feel free to share in the comment section below what you would like to see Youtooz make. And also, we're not talking about, like, oh, what license or YouTubers or memes they should do. We're mostly talking about, like, products. Like, you know what? Let's just get into it. At number 7. At number 7 on our list is Eat-A bags. Now, if you don't know what Eat-A bags are basically these bags that have like a little plastic screen in the front of it, and most of the time they're used to display a bunch of pins or stickers or artwork of a specific character. You could have one of Roxanne, you could have one of Spider-Man. The possibilities are endless. And also, fun fact, Eat-A in Japan means painful. Mostly because sometimes Eat-A bags can be painful to look at, depending on the person you're asking. So to see Youtooz possibly make Eat-A bags would be awesome. Especially since as someone who has plans for buying a few Eat-A bags myself, yeah, it would be really cool if we actually did get some Eat-A bags from YouTube. Or not YouTube, Youtooz. Yeah, so, anyways, on to our next pick. Or my next pick. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done one of these. At number 6 on our list are masks. Now, I'm mostly talking about, like, the type of mask I'm mostly talking about are those ones made by the costume company Rubies. Like, it's these types of masks. I'm going to show an example. I actually have one. It's a mask like this where, like, it's between cheap and not cheap. And yeah, just because I say that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It would be really cool to see if Youtooz does do masks, especially since, you know, they do have some characters to choose from of who they could do masks for, so, you know, there's that. Just thought, hey, maybe add that in, especially since, to be honest, I'm not going to be surprised if a certain someone decides to comment on this video talking about Roxanne Wolf again. So, anyways, on to my next pick. At number 5 on my list are trading cards. Now, time for me to explain how this would work. So basically, basically all of the Youtooz or all the products that Youtooz would sell, they would come with a little packet of trading cards. Of these trading cards being based off of the Youtooz that Youtooz has. It would basically be like, for example, you would buy a Roxanne Wolf Youtooz and you would have a pack of cards. Each pack of cards would have a total of 6 to 7 cards, with one of them being a rare card. And basically you can collect them all, and it would also be like, for like a little game too, like saying Pokemon, but with Youtooz and capitalism. But yeah, and again, this is something like to be honest, I've actually kind of thought about for a good while, especially since, as someone who is trying to get into collecting trading cards, I just think this would be a little fun addition to all of Youtooz products. For like, when you buy something, you get a little bonus with your order being a pack of cards. So yeah, I just think it would be really cool. Number 4 on my list is knives. Now, yes, I am aware, I don't think that this would actually happen. I'm aware, I doubt Youtooz would actually make knives. But here's the thing, I have 2 main points. Point 1, not all of Youtooz collectors are children. There are adult collectors out there, and I'm pretty sure they would want something really cool as well. And second of all, there is a crowd for people who collect knives. Heck, as someone who somewhat got into the hat or hobby of collecting knives, even if I really only have one knife to my collection, it would be really cool, especially since, you know, who wouldn't want a FNAF branded knife, or maybe even a Spiral branded knife. I also feel like the Dream stands would be happy if they got a Dream branded knife or something. I don't know, I just think it would be like a cool collector's item for like the more older Youtooz collectors. Because those do exist. Old Youtooz collectors do exist. It's not just children. And for my third pick are hoodies. Now here's the thing. I love hoodies. I love wearing them. Whenever it gets cold, I just snuggle up into a hoodie and it makes me all happy and warm. And yeah, basically, I like hoodies. And you should as well. Hoodies are amazing. I love them. So for Youtooz to make hoodies would be awesome. And for some of my personal picks of what type of hoodies I would like to see, it'd be cool to see a hoodie of Ed's hoodie. It would be cool to see a Roxane Wolf hoodie that has a plush Roxane Wolf tail with it. It would be cool to see a Funtime Foxy hoodie because, you know, it would just be really cool if they made hoodies because, again, I love wearing hoodies, I love them, and I especially love wearing them when it's cold out. So yeah. Anyways, on to the next pick. And for number 2 on the list are tins. Now, it would be cool if, like, this kind of goes with number 5 with the trading cards, but basically, like, what you could get are these, like, $25 tins that you could put your cards in. Or, heck, you could even put your pins in, because, you know, Youtooz also makes pins, and eventually your pin board might run out of space. So, why not just put the pins in the tins? There's a bunch of possibilities of, like, what IPs or YouTubers or memes they could use. I'm just saying. So yeah, I just think this would be really cool, especially for the people who like collecting cards, and especially if, you know, Youtooz decides to do that trading card idea I gave them. So yeah. Before we get to my number 1 pick, let's go over some honorable mentions. These are mostly ideas that I either have no idea what to say about them, aka I don't have that much to say about them, or they're just things that I doubt Youtooz would do in a very long while. Anyways, let's get to it. Shot glasses. Now again, this would be a collectible for the more older Youtooz fans, but again, I doubt they would do this. But hey, you know, there's a possibility. Wallets. Now, yes, I feel like this would be pretty ironic, considering how expensive Youtooz stuff can get sometimes. But, you know, some wallets would be nice to give the Youtooz fans reminders that they'll never have money again. Then, stickers, I imagine, like, I imagine these would be, like, small sticker sheets that also would be, like, a little bonus order or something, because, you know, I don't think the stickers would be really expensive. Then another thing would be props. Now again, there's a bunch of ideas for props they could do. They could do Roxane's guitar. They could do Dream's mask, if that counts as a prop. Honestly, they could do anything. The sky's the limit. I'm just saying. Then the next one being body pillows. Listen, you might think that this would never happen, but if you have seen some of Youtooz' tweets, I would not be surprised if they did this eventually. I'm just saying. Then phone cases. They're literally just phone cases with custom art. That's all. What else do you want me to say? Lanyards. So yeah, lanyards, you know, you could basically just use a stylish lanyard to not only use as a lanyard, but also to possibly display pins, maybe. Jars. Listen. If Youtooz ever did make jars, we all know what type of joke they would make on Twitter, and they would never stop, and it would probably get old pretty fast. But I imagine these jars would be like the shape of the head of whatever character they do use to be turned into a jar. Like, they could have like a Freddy head jar, a Vanny head jar. Seriously, again, like, the sky's the limit. Hangers. Not like hangers for clothes, but like backpack hangers. That would be really cool. And the final thing on my honorable mentions are bobbleheads. Listen, Youtooz already have the big head and the small body, so Youtooz making some bobbleheads with slightly different molds would be, it would be pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, let's get to my number one pick. And my number one pick being onesies. Now, I will admit, I don't have any onesies, but to be honest, I want to change that. It would be cool if, like, Youtooz made onesies of, like, obviously the YouTubers, IPs, and memes they work with. Like, here's an example that might make a certain someone really happy. A Roxanne Wolf onesie. That would be awesome. And now to make me happy, a Funtime Foxy onesie. I would adore that. I would buy 20 of them. Not really, I would really only buy one, but still. Like, again, the possibilities are just endless. Like, they could, heck, Dan TDM onesie, Ed's World onesie, Captain Sparkle onesies. Again, the sky's the limit. Like, the possibilities are endless. I'm just saying. So yeah, it'd be really cool to see Youtooz make onesies, I'm just saying. So yeah, that was my top 7 list of items Youtooz should make. And again, I know there's obviously the possibility that yes, none of these are going to happen. But like I mentioned, there is a possibility that it could happen in the future. There is a very, very good possibility that, hey, it could happen one day. Maybe one day Youtooz will make Eat the Bags. Maybe one day they'll make masks. Maybe one day they'll make trading cards. Maybe they might make a few knives. Maybe they might make hoodies. Maybe they might make collector tins. Maybe they might make anything I've mentioned in my honorable mentions. Maybe they might even make onesies one day. But again, that's not now. That's one day, like I mentioned. So yeah. And again, feel free to share your comments on what you would like to see be made by Youtooz. And yeah. And also personally, Youtooz, just hit me up for that Youtooz XT3M Productions collab. Please, please, I beg of you. I'm worthy. So yeah. Anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more. And I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye.